back, everybody. Have you heard of a Gatorwine or seen people adding grape soda to their red wine? We're always, curious about these viral trends, so today we're going to test them out for ourselves.
And we're also going to get expert tips on how to make proper wine-based cocktails. So please welcome back to the show founder and beverage director of Liquid Culture, Monica Carbonell. Okay, Monica, I'm curious about what you think when you hear about these TikTok trends, like things like mixing Gatorade and grape soda into their wine. Is this like kind of fun, or are you kind of like a little bit like, what are you doing?
Well, okay, so I love the fact that people are getting creative at home, okay? I think that the more that we foster that, that means they're gonna get more confident with bartending themselves. So I love that, but do I love the ingredients that are usually used? Not usually, just because these trends feed off these exaggerated like artificial colors and flavorings because it does so well in the algorithm. Now, wine has historically been in cocktails forever. So think of the French 75, the New York Sour, the Cobbler, Sangria, Curial, the list goes on. So I don't oppose wine being in cocktails. We just gotta do it with a little finesse. That's
do it with the little finesse. I love this, but we're gonna give these TikTok trends a little bit of a test run, see what we think what all the hype is about. And we're starting with one made famous when YouTube star Binging with Babish reviewed it. So I'm equally, I'm not horrified, I'm intrigued.
This is the Gatorwine. This is Gatorwine.
This is the Gatorwine, and it's quite simple. It's equal portions of, and we're just gonna pour this all together, okay? So it has to be a cheap red wine, so they categorize it as under $12.
Okay.
And then specifically the Gatorade light blue glacier freeze, because it has the berry and citrus notes.
Okay.
Now, I haven't tried this, so let's have some fun.
This is your first time too.
Yeah.
Are we stirring it, or are we we're just gonna go for it,
We're just gonna go
guys.
for it. Okay, cheers. Let's
Oh my God.
I don't understand it. This is weird. It's bad in both directions, but you tell me, you're the wine expert.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. It's okay. It's okay. What do you think, Jess?
I'm undecided.
Yeah, I know. Like, I kind of like it.
It's horrible. Our next cocktail was created by a chef and food writer in New York, Alyssa Fitzgerald, who wrote a piece for the food site The Kitchen, explaining why we should be adding grape soda to red wine.
So this one, it kind of makes sense.
Yes.
In a stretch. So she didn't love sangrias because it always tastes like watered down fruit punch. But there's this iconic red wine cocktail that's called the Calamachu, and it's don't get grossed out. It's a mixture of equal portions red cola and red wine. Again, it has to be a cheap varietal. So we're gonna build it.
Is it Spanish?
Yeah, it's from the Spanish Basque region.
Right.
Okay.
So what you do, because she had a can of grape soda, now she loves it. So we're gonna pour halfway into our glass with the red wine, okay? Then we top it off with our grape soda.
Oh my God, I haven't had grape soda since I was a kid.
I had a hard time looking for it. So we top it up.
So we're topping it up.
Hold on.
Oh, so good!
It's a punch in the face.
And then you got the lemon. Okay, don't forget the lemon.
Don't forget the lemon.
This is the game changer.
Okay.
But she said it kind of reminded her of Lambrusco, which that made sense. You know what I mean? So let's give it a try.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like I should have done this with the blindfold on. Because when I separate, I'm not mad about this one.
I'm not mad as this. It is Lambrusco is like a sparkling red from northern Italy, and it's really delicious. This is very similar, but maybe sweeter.
Yeah, no, it works. I'm not hating
I wouldn't be mad if it was summer and I was having a outside. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Guys, we tried something.
We had a win.
Great,
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna get your professional ideas in using wine to make different, simple, unique, though, cocktails. So you first created this idea for an ice wine julep. Do tell.
Yeah, so to be honest, I know ice wine isn't typical in a lot of cocktails, but I actually love it because there's a lot of elements that it has. It has the tannins, it has the acidity, it has the sweetness. So you're incorporating all these ingredients to make a very minimal, easy cocktail. And that's why I'm doing a julep, which I'm calling the Kentucky Ice Age. Okay.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah. So with this, it's so simple. You get a julep tin, you muddle some mint and lemon peel, and then you're adding the bourbon, which for me, this bourbon is phenomenal. It's my new favorite bourbon without a doubt because it's just so bright and fresh.
What is this bourbon?
It's Jefferson's.
This is so nice.
Right?
It's so delicious.
Okay, but let's talk about the ice wine.
Yeah.
Ice wine is from Henry Pelham, and we have to go Niagara because ice wine Niagara is a thing. And I love that it's a Riesling base because it has the citrus and nutty notes that really complement this. Now, a julep is a julep only if you use crushed ice. So make sure you're using crushed ice.
Okay.
And then that dusting on top is for a snow effect.
Oh, I
This
love
is a delightful
This
drink.
is really,
Right?
and I'm not a fan. I hear ice wine and I'm a little bit turned off, but this put together is really nice.
It's that sweetener component you need to complete and balance a cocktail.
And that's a great way to use up ice wine that sometimes you get as a gift.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
when you're like, oh my God, this is
What do I do with it?
It does. 'Cause it often is given as a gift and it sits in the house. People don't know what to do with it. So is there any other suggestions that you would have about how we could incorporate ice wine into a cocktail?
Apple teenies. Switch out and then use apple soju. Oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so white wine martinis are currently having a moment, and I'm not mad about that. So that's what we're sampling next. So why do you think this is something people are getting into right now?
Because it's so delicious.
It's that simple.
It is that simple. I can't believe I haven't been on it. But anyway, so basically you substitute the white wine with vermouth. Now this is for your
So
traditional
instead
martini.
of vermouth, you're adding white
but
wine.
there is a ratio difference, okay?
So it's gin or vodka? Yeah, tell us, break us down.
So I did a Vesper because I personally love a Vesper, which combines both vodka and gin.
Okay.
And then the white wine I'm using is a Sauvignon Blanc from South Africa, which is called Arniston Bay. If you're not on South African wines, you need to. It's so great. There's great value and product. What do you think? Honestly,
This is lovely.
I'm not mad about this at all. I love it. I would like a little bit of an olive in it. That's my way
That's
of
why
doing
I made it
you
so
know?
that you can build it exactly how you want.
So nice.
And so, like the other ingredients I'm using the Stoli Elite, which I love this vodka for a premium selection. It's delicious. You wanna. A London dry gin is great, but this one's quite nice because it has that ginger and lime component. And then the Luxardo maraschino liqueur, I just tie that in for a little bit of texture and body. You just need a drop. And I'm telling you, it's my favorite martini now.
Oh
so
my
would you
gosh.
can you use any other Sauvignon Blanc, or do you really like this particular South African blend?
I love it because also in terms of where it's placed in the world, that region is great for Sauvignon Blancs. But in terms of other wines that you can use, you can do a lot of aromatic wines like a Riesling or Gewürztraminer. I wouldn't do a Pinot Grigio, it won't lean much to it. But if you like your martinis dirty, like you said.
I do.
Get a buttery California Chard. It's just gonna marry all those flavors together.
Okay.
Loves it.
Okay, so for our last drink, you're using bubbly in this sparkling fizz cocktail. It looks really, really like you should have this by a fire. Tell us about this.
So think of this as a spritz, but it's lower in alcohol, it's brighter, it's more refreshing. You know those people who don't like to have sugar in their cocktails? This is it. Okay, this is what you have.
That's me.
So so there you go.
Yeah.
So for me, what I love about this is you can accommodate to any season. So say it's springtime, you have.
Sorry.
Say it's springtime, you can use cucumber, melon, mint, basil. But here for this season, I wanted to use the blood orange, a little bit of apple, some cinnamon, some pomegranate. So you can just layer it to however you like. So yeah, it's one of my personal favorites.
What type of sparkling wine are we using in this guy?
So in this one, I do recommend just using the one that you love, okay? So if you like a drier style, if you like a sweeter a sparkling wine, that's fine. But I had to showcase one of my favorite brands is bringing their sparkling. It's Koki. It's Koki Brew. Yeah, they are great.
Out of town.
Yeah, their sparkling is now on Ontario shelves, so I got super excited.
Where's
it's
it
super
from?
bright. It's Italian.
It's Italian.
It's from Piemonte, from the area that makes all the brunette, the Barolos,
and the
they make an
vermouth.
incredible red vermouth. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I knew you would like this. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I gotta wrap it up. Monica, as always, thank you. This was extraordinary.
Hey you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.